Hi, it's Chris Watkin here, and I'm joined by Tom and Ross from Just Move In, and we're here to talk about commission and kickbacks from changing utilities. Talk to me.
So I think one of the main things that impacts commission, and it's sort of talked about within the industry, and it's disclosed and a little bit grubby sometimes, is around the price that the customer is actually paying for the products and services that these companies are referring. So if I introduce you to a 100% energy provider, we earn a certain amount of money from that, and that's what our model is built on, and many others. The only way there can be more money that goes back to the referring agency is if the end mover, who could be the tenant or it could be the buyer or the seller, they are going to be on a higher tariff. And that's something that we've always struggled with as a business. We've always had lower fees than anybody else in the industry, but that means that we think we are charging, or the end supplier is charging a fair price to that mover, which comes back to transparency and trying to do the right thing for the mover. If you as an agency have introduced your customer to a really expensive product, they will find that out within 6 to 12 months. And all of a sudden, you as the agency that made that introduction have now lost a long-term
I mean,
customer.
are there firms out there that are selling overpriced electricity and gas just for high commission?
Yes. I mean, I think that's yeah.
I think that precedent's been set for some time, and it's just something we sort of fundamentally disagree with. I think the other big variable is the experience that they have when the customer's signing up to a service. And it doesn't have to be energy, it could be a range of different things. But are they going to have someone cold calling them and sort of essentially harassing them and sort of making 9-10 calls to them at the point of them moving home, which is pretty busy and stressful as it is. So you can't have everything. You can't have high commissions, great customer experience, and well-priced product. Like those things need to be balanced between the three.
So how do agents know that that their clients are getting a fair deal, or do they just care about the commission?
Okay, it's another good question. I think agencies increasingly are caring more because this industry that we operate in has been around for a little while now. It's becoming more mature. There's certainly new entrants coming into the space that are doing things differently to perhaps some of the older suppliers. And I think it's just important that we as the industry are communicating properly with agencies, that they understand what their customers are getting. But many agencies just don't. They just see the headline figures that are on lots of marketing materials that you'll see around the industry, and that's what they fixate on. And that's fair enough, because tenant fee ban, agencies are looking to make more money, of course they are, but at the same time they need to understand that there's a balance between service and commissions.
Do you think there'll be? I mean, there's been talk, especially in the mortgage sphere and conveyancing, that commissions and kickbacks might be banned. What are you hearing on the grapevine?
So we have people that we know who work within the world of property and industry, and I think there are definitely changes that will be coming through. On the sales side, you can already see that disclosing commissions that agencies are earning from introducing people to mortgages or third parties are already there, and they have to disclose those. So I'd imagine in time that will be there the same for on the rental side of the market, but we will see what happens in terms of the next couple of years.
Talk to me about what Hamptons are doing, what they're doing with their commission and kickbacks.
So Hamptons very kindly donate all of the money that they generate from us to the Marine Conservation Society, and that is now a pillar of their introduction to working with us. So all of their customers, whether they're renting or buying or selling, understand that this home setup experience exists as part of the Hamptons core offering, and as part of that they know that there is this commission that exists, and they are giving all of that away to charity.
And what does that do for Hamptons in terms of their staff morale and bringing new business in?
I mean, we know for sure their staff are massively behind this as an initiative, and it's right the way through the business. So it's not just one team.
Because trying to get the negs to sell a service is quite hard work. But now there's a motivation because there's some heart there, isn't there?
Exactly. It is more about just than the commission. It's about the service experience that is wrapped around the whole thing.
And what do you think it means for the clients?
The clients, they are definitely very open-minded to the service that we offer. A lot of people don't necessarily know the service really exists on the sales side of the business. So when we're talking to somebody who's buying a house, they are very much appreciative of the service that exists, and we're really there to help them move into the property with whatever they might need. And yeah, that's
do you think it would help estate agents attract more clients because of this?
Definitely, it's something else for them to talk about when somebody's thinking about either selling a property through an agency or buying one, and it's something to talk about on that first visit to a property, whether it's virtual or in person, to say, as part of moving with our agency, there is a home setup service, and our team will help you with X, Y, and Z, and that's really all they need to say.
Good stuff. Anything else?
Yeah, I think a good example, personally, I had some work done on my house recently, as it's sort of parallel industry, but the builder made a number of recommendations to local suppliers who I should go and use. But did I really trust them? Did I think that he was actually getting a kickback in some cases? And it wasn't pleasant to feel, to not truly understand the nature of those recommendations. And again, coming back to the point of moving home, it's busy and stressful. You want good advice and to move in a smooth, easy way.
Interesting times ahead. Thank you for your time today, gentlemen. And I'd like to talk to you about other topics, which we'll do in other videos.
Thanks, Chris.